Hi YouTube, how's everybody today? I'm doing okay. I got my branches off my garden. They were overhanging just the midday sun, so um, got that done this morning. And so now my tomato plants might produce. They're trying, and my squash, it's all struggling. It's been so wet around here. So yeah, I hope some people over on Facebook come over and talk here on YouTube because nobody really responds. I mean, people do talk to each other over there, but as far as anybody that really puts out a major post or anything, they're just doing it for the recognition and the money. They're really not talking to people like on one basis. And I've had people, well, I had somebody say to me, I see that you don't have very many subs watching you. I said, well, the ones that do watch me are golden. They are the ones evidently that need to hear what I'm saying. So that's more important. So what's on my mind today? Being electrocuted. I have been electrocuted so many times. I'll get back to that in a second. First, I want to say, Karen, if you're watching, I'm going to be singing again. I'm about ready in a singing mood because I'm getting some of my stuff done that I needed to get done here. So it takes a little bit of the stress out of stuff when you can get that done. So, yeah, just about ready to sing your song that you asked for. So, um, I want to show you something about as far as getting electrocuted. I really have been many times in my life. I think it started when I was about 4. My older adopted brother had me, he rolled up a old tinfoil gun wrapper. They used to be actually made out of metal, and made it into prongs. He's 3 years older, and had me stuck it into the wall socket. Well, and that was kind of the beginning of my being electrocuted quite a bit. Oh, I'll tell you a real dangerous thing, and then I have something to show you on a video that I was doing. As I was doing the video, I was electrocuted. There was no storm, nothing like that. But I was doing dishes one time. I was a young mom, and I think my oldest one might have been sleeping. It was a real warm afternoon, and we lived in, I believe, Sunnyside, Arizona, which is a suburb of Scottsdale or Phoenix area. So, and we lived in Glendale, and then we moved up into the mountains in Payson. But so anyway, I'm doing dishes, my hands are wet, and I turn around just in time to see John, my littlest one, about 3, going to stick a screwdriver in the wall socket. Well, my hands are wet, so I couldn't think of anything else to do. I give him a sideways kick, and then I caught him in midair. That's a close one, you know. That freaked me out, really freaked me out. I didn't know what else to do. I was like split second save my kid. And I did. Boy, that kid really, really is lucky to be alive. Both my sons are, but um he really went through some things. Still is. So anyway, um every time I get electrocuted, it never really hurts or anything. Like last week when that lightning came in through the window, it actually relieved the heat headache that I was having from working outside. So I don't know if you can see this, but I put this in my liked videos. I had a video I was making, stop promoting transhumanism. As I'm talking about this situation, I think Richie from Boston had made a video about it, and it was disgusting me. So I made this. Maybe you can see it. If not, like I said, it's in my liked videos, and then I put it in. Check this out too. But here's a little bit. Oops. Oh, and then it goes down. Okay, just a sec. I'll pull it back up. I must have pushed the wrong button. Maybe I can do it this way here. Okay, just a moment. Getting there, getting there. Come on now. You can do it. What? 5 mark. Okay. And it's no baloney. I'm going to play it back a few times. Some people will realize what they're looking at, and other people won't. Satan knows what that is. Satan saw a gold bolt like that when he was cast out of So the story goes. Heaven. And when it turns red, the people on this planet are in trouble. Well, you're already in trouble, but yeah, you're in trouble. Okay, wait. It's coming up here. Oh, my dog, I'm telling. Oh, my cat. There she is. Yeah, that's trouble. It's another trouble. There's trouble. Trouble with a capital T, Masons. Okay, I'm going to take this back. If it pulls up. Watch for the 155. She's loading. And if you can't see it, then you'll be able to look at the original video. Should be about now there. You see that? Okay, wait, let's see that. And it doesn't hurt when it happens to me. I feel like it's a God download. Gosh, that's exciting. Isn't that crazy? Talk about a plasma exchange. Thank you, God. Okay, watch again. Here we come. It's just about. See that? Crazy, huh? And it happens so much to me. Excuse the shaking. I can walk outside, and I've been barefoot, walked outside, got electrocuted. I've been in the water swimming, got electrocuted. I mean, I've been in metal boats and canoes, got electrocuted. I really should be electrocutedly dead. And I used to work on this one TV that I had, and you're not the old TVs. Well, the new ones too, probably. But I would open it up and work on it. I found if I adjusted this one transformer, it would come in clear because it was kind of staticky. So I'd work on it, and it'd start working again, and then like a few days later, it would stop. So I'd take it apart and adjust it again, and I electrocuted myself a lot. So here I am. But no, I feel like when it comes out of the air like that, and that one literally came out of the wall right behind me, um, when that happens to me, it's like God's telling me, so and so needs you to talk to them, or this is some information for today, or something like that. I get like a, a message through it. So, and like I say, last week or a few days ago there, what was Friday, it took my headache away temporarily. I got it again before I hit the hay that night, but it did temporarily take it away. So I don't know. Don't ask me. I have no idea. Well, I do, but you don't believe me most likely. But what I do know is people that have Satanistic tendencies are scared to death of me. So go figure. I don't know. There's something inside human beings that demons can't deal with. We have, I think, more electric in our body, more intuition and intelligence than all of them put together. That's, they have books and they have teachings, agnostic and things from eons ago that they didn't give to the normal public, but we don't need that because we get downloads from the Almighty. So that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. No, I mean, I tried to be a jerk in my life, and it doesn't set well. If you got to carry around shame and you can't let it go, who do you turn to? So if you have like a parent, and the only parent I ever had was God talking to me in my heart, not blah 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 loud in my ear like I'm talking to you, but the feeling that I got of knowing his presence was there. That's all I had, so I know it well. That's why I'm talking about it, so people can try and understand what it's like to hear that. They say the small, still voice. I call it the devastatingly crushing voice that gets me when I screw up. The shame I feel inside myself when I'm stupid. That voice, that's the one I'm talking to. Not the one that says, go ahead and do that stupid thing. It'll be okay. Nobody cares. So, yeah. Anyway, some of my friends on here, you've seen that. I try not to call you subs, and I'm very careful not to do what some people do as guys. No, we're not all guys. And oh, that reminds me, on my Pine City community page, they were talking about Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, and the one scouts that they have around here are going to be both. And one woman said, well, why don't they just have the girls kind of adapt some of the things that the boys do? And I said, I'll tell you why. I said, first, I'll tell you, I was a bluebird and a campfire girl, and I was happy for the sisterhood in that. Oh, I was also very aware that if boys had been there, and being that the parents aren't there to watch their own children, that could be a problem, and I don't think society needs it. But the reason why they're doing this is because the agenda to push the unisex thing, destroying the family unit, is their ulterior motive. That's why, you know, that's the bottom line in Satan's mind. The evil people. If you want to just say, okay, there is no Satan, because that's exactly what he wants you to believe, so that's fine. Let's just go with these rotten ass people that are Satanistic, no matter what color you want to try and paint them, or what box you want to put them into, is my meaning. The assholes of the world. So, or the jerks, or however we want to word it. They're not um, loving, giving human beings. Let's just put it that way. Their agenda is to get your money, train your children to work for them and their next generation, and they don't care about anything else. That's their bottom line. So, whatever means they can take, being that the resources on the planet are more limited than perhaps they were in the past, but by no means gone. They're so greedy, they would rather kill you or I and take it all for themselves. In fact, they're so greedy, they pollute the air and the water for their own children and their children, the next generations, out of selfishness, because they don't care. They just flat out don't care. And that's their agenda. Their agenda is called me, and the hell with you, you know. And really, honestly, if Satan can get you to believe he doesn't exist, he already won because he works in these assholes. That's the dark force, just as strongly as God works through good people. And that's the good force. And it is a spiritual war, it isn't physical. It can get physical, but it isn't typically. The the most physical the physical ramifications fall on the poor and needy of the world. That's where it falls. That's, you know. And speaking of that, um, J.A. Tony Clark, you were talking about that. Let me see, what's his name? Bo 313, something Bo 313, about the homeless um, in Oakland and whatnot out in California. Um, yeah, it is an atrocity. I don't see how we're sending funding to other countries and piling up all these fake ass wars that money's going towards when we have people. I mean, there aren't any outside bathrooms for these people. They could have potties, they could have showers. I mean, is it really? I mean, if we can spend, what is it, $40 million on a tank, high tech tank, we couldn't take even $40,000 and put up bathrooms, latrines for these people that are in need out there. I mean, these are the basic needs: food, water, and a place to clean yourself. And in the United States of America, they're living worse than a third world country. Way worse. There's places like, say, in Nigeria. There's places in that country, which is very poor, that make California or the homeless wherever look like total slobs. Excuse me. I thought I had that turned on. My apologies. I'm okay. Excuse me. I just come on, get back there. Okay. I think it'll go back. Come on now. Get out of there. Okay. 1 minute. If I get shut off, I'll